Hey Photo Stage, welcome back to Travel Review. On today's episode, we'll talk about the February Rotary Students of the Month.
Also in the show, we'll have a profile of one of our senior broadcasters.
And I'll have the latest winter sports results. All this and more coming up on Travel Review.
Culver's has been delighting guests one meal at a time. Choose from a variety of fresh, great-tasting foods and custards to be prepared by their friendly staff. Let Culver's welcome you to deliciousness. As Craig Culver has said, every guest who chooses Culver's leaves happy.
Hey Photo Stage High School, welcome back to the show. I'm Aaliyah Akers.
And I'm Dylan Doherty. Today is Friday, February 24th, 2023, and here are your top school news stories.
On February 14th, seniors Daniel Shauneth and Lexi Moore were chosen as the February Rotary Students of the Month. Daniel's involved in DECA, basketball, and baseball all 4 years of high school. He is committed to Avila University and plans to study business management and play baseball. Lexi Moore was a member of the school's dance team for 3.5 years and participates in the Career and Technical Center's Nail Technician program.
It's time for a senior profile of one of our very own broadcasters. My co-anchor, Aaliyah Akers, caught up with senior sports broadcaster Ethan Lamb to find out what he does and enjoys about the program.
And now I'm here with the principal of Rose High School, Mr.
Ethan Lamb has been a part of the broadcasting program all 4 years of high school. He feels that sports have played a big role within everything he does in the broadcasting program.
I've always enjoyed sports such as baseball and basketball and football, and just like seeing those guys get to call those crazy plays like on the NFL and on the MLB, it just was an exciting thing to witness.
Ethan is an anchor for the high school's Tomahawk sports talk show. Ashlyn thinks he is good at scripts and stat preparation.
I think that Ethan works really hard, especially on our live broadcasts. I know he does most of them, and he does a pretty good job of calling and doing like the research before the games and figuring out what to say about the teams and stuff like that.
Ethan has been a Stuco member for 1 year. Casey Culbertson believes that he has great potential for the future.
About being this teacher, which good for him, the world needs more teachers, but I think he's destined for greater. If you don't envision him as like some sports commentator or some kind of like radio talk show host.
Ethan has plans on attending MCC Blue River and studying sports journalism. Reporting for Travel Review, I'm Aaliyah Akers.
Thanks, Aaliyah. Ethan, in general, is just an amazing person.
Yeah, it was really fun to cover him and just get to learn a little bit more about what he does. After the break, we'll meet another one of our new staff members, so stay on line with us and we'll be right back.
At Advanced Auto Parts, you'll be greeted by one of their friendly employees. Check out the most trusted auto battery in the industry, the DieHard. A complete lineup of DieHard batteries can only be found at Advanced or CarQuest stores. Open 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. Friendly Advanced associates are available to assist you in all your automotive needs. Visit one of the 4 Independence locations today for quality CarQuest parts and Advanced Auto Parts advice.
Welcome back. The Physical Education Department has a new face.
Travel Review reporter Terrence and Susie profiles new PE teacher and assistant coach to football and baseball, Mr. Brendan Reynolds.
This is Mr. Reynolds' first year teaching. He is continuing his family line of teachers.
So I come from a family of educators. My dad's a teacher, my grandparents were teachers, so it just kind of fell in the bloodline. And I love being around kids. I love being active and kind of making a difference in people's lives.
Reynolds is a JV baseball coach and a C-team defensive coordinator for football. Landon Lamb has high hopes for him in his career.
I think in the next coming years he'll have a big impact on the guys growing up, and I think he'll be successful.
Reynolds studied at University of Central Missouri and Metropolitan Community College. Devin Jennings believes he's very supportive.
Like he helps me with a lot of things. He tells me what I need to do. He tells me the truth. He's real with me and stuff, and that's what I really like about him.
Mr. Reynolds graduated from Belton High School. This is Terrence Enthusi reporting for Travel Review.
Thanks, Taryn. I personally don't have him as a teacher, but I've heard a lot of good things about him.
I've heard a lot of really good things about him, too. McKenna Gilpin will now join us for the Indian Sports Report.
Hey, McKenna, it looks like the wrestling team had quite a few state qualifiers.
Yes, both the boys and girls will be well represented at the state tournament. I'll have the highlights from districts and results from all the winter sports coming up after the message from our sponsor.
Come to Toscano's to get your pizza customized the way you want, served to you right from our wood fire stove. Let Renee and John treat you to a taste of Little Italy located at 312 South Hudson Street, Buckner, Missouri.
What's up, guys? I'm McKenna Gilpin with the Indian Sports Report. The girls wrestling squad competed in the Class 2 District 4 tournament on February 10th and 11th. The Indians took third place with 112 points behind Liberty and Park Hill. Aroma Marufo took first in the 110-pound division with a 3-2 decision over Liberty's Jaden Breeden. Haley Ward earned her 4th district title, this time in 155 weight class. She pinned Autumn Claver from Winnetonka at 1 minute 33 seconds in the second period. Emily Flore came in second to William Chrisman's Kiara Boldridge after qualifying for this championship match by pinning Central's Hope Charlton at the 2 minute 32 second mark. 170-pounder Bailey Wood placed third by pinning Liberty's Isabel Talley in the second period. Kaylee McGrath came in fourth at 140 behind Georgie Johnston at Winnetonka. She qualified for the medal round after a major decision over Blue Springs South Cadence Burnside. These 5 wrestlers will represent the Indians at state February 23rd through February 25th. The boys wrestling squad competed in the Class 4 District 4 wrestling tournament on February 17th and 18th. The team finished in the top 5 with 118 points. 215-pounder Gavin Gallman led the team by defeating Staley's Jack Stoffel 9-3 for a first-place finish. Colby Gray came in second at 150. He qualified for the championship match by defeating Blue Springs' Greg Dillon 5-2. Antonio Martinez earned third at 113 with an 8-5 decision over Craig Omoziji from Staley. 138-pounder Rylan Mansfield also took third with a 5-3 win over Park Hill's Sammy Morano. Isaac Ward defeated Staley's Caden Trickey 2-1 to take third at 75. Kyson Schreier came in fourth at 106 and Grayson Moore placed fourth at 144. Each of these wrestlers qualified for the state tournament February 23rd through February 25th. The girls' basketball team hosted the Truman Patriots on February 10th and lost to the Patriots 61-31. Nikki Bisbee led the team with 11 points by finding open areas to hit three-pointers like this one. Lupe Yamauchi led the team with 3 offensive rebounds like this pull-down in the fourth quarter. The team then hosted the North Kansas City Hornets on February 14th and got a victory. The Indians beat the Hornets 56-41. Ashton Button led the Indians with 12 points by finishing hard shots like this nice and one. Nikki Bisbee led the team with 6 assists like this nice little pass to her sister for a 3. The team then traveled up to St. Joe Central and took on the Indians on February 17th. They battled hard but lost 57-27. Macy Smith led the team with 8 points like this nice contested finish at the rim. Elise Howland led the team with 4 offensive rebounds like this snag with nobody around her. The team then hosted the Oak Park Northmen on February 21st and defeated the Okies 58-36. Macy Smith led the team with 14 points like this nice finish with an and one. The team now sits at 11-12 on this season. The boys basketball team also hosted Truman on February 10th and defeated the Patriots 70-57. Cruz Navarro led the team with 21 points by shooting key three-pointers like this action where he runs to the top of the key and received the screen from one of his teammates to get open. Chase Stumfall led the team with 13 hard-fought rebounds where he snagged the ball out of the air with 2 Patriots to get a fast break started for the Indians. The team then battled against the North Kansas City Hornets on February 14th and lost 73-59. Isaac Woodward led the team with 17 points by shooting contested layups over defenders in the paint. Chase Stumfall led the team with 7 assists where he searched around the court for an open teammate and found Cruz Navarro at the wing for a three-pointer. They then traveled to St. Joe Central on February 17th and lost to the Indians 45-39. Isaac Woodward led the team with 12 points when he received a pass from Chase Stumfall at the top of the key and knocked down a three-pointer over Central defender. Isaac Woodward also led the team with 11 battled rebounds where he defended a shot and went in the air for the board. The team then hosted the Oak Park Northmen on February 21st and fought hard but couldn't pull down the win, losing 69-31. Cruz Navarro led the team with 10 points like this layup when he gathered the ball and went up with surrounding defenders. On the defensive end, Isaac Woodward led the team with 7 rebounds where he jumped into the air to gather the ball and passed it out to start an Indians fast break. The team now sits at 8-17 on the season. To wrap up the sports report, we have a postseason honors for the softball team. Araya Morton, Anna Morton, Michaela Stickler, Sydney Sullivan, Lily Waite, Kyliana Bisbee, and Haley Waite earned all academic all-state honors from the Missouri Softball Coaches Association. Well, that's it for the Indian Sports Report. I'm McKenna Gopin. Aaliyah and Dylan will have more coverage after the break.
TLC Automotive is a local, fast, and great way to get your car fixed. TLC offers oil changes, brake checks, vehicle inspections, and much more. Contact Jim Carlson at 816-833-4411 to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back. It's time for this week's TomTom Talk.
Tribal Review reporter Olivia Cheatham went around the school to find out what your favorite holidays are.
With so many holidays passing recently, I wanted to know what everyone's favorites were.
My favorite holiday is my birthday, because I get stuff.
I think my favorite holiday would have to be Halloween. I just like the aesthetic, very spooky. I also like candy.
My favorite holiday has to be Christmas because I love the family time. Family's my biggest thing in my life. They're my pride. Like, they make me happy and they make me feel safe, and I just love them. So, Christmas for sure.
I'll say Christmas, because and I'll say Black History Month too. It's a good month.
Probably Christmas. My favorite holiday is April Fools because you can kind of just have fun, mess around, and just, overall have a good time.
My favorite holiday is my birthday because I get presents.
Thanksgiving, because it's the one time of the year that I actually get to travel to Nebraska and see all of my family. And all of my families are pretty good cooks, and so they're pretty good.
My favorite holiday is Halloween. I like dressing up, and I like scary things, and I like candy.
My favorite holiday got to be probably like the 4th of July because I like blowing stuff up.
My favorite holiday is Halloween because I love going out with my sisters and getting candy. My name is Olivia Cheatham, reporting for Tribal Review.
Thanks, Olivia. I have to say mine's probably either Christmas or the 4th of July.
Mine would have to be Christmas or Valentine's Day. Recently, 2 students involved in the art department at the high school have received scholarships from the Kansas City Art Institute. Seniors Robin Nichols and Kyra McKinney both earned a substantial amount of money. Robin earned $100,000 while Kyra earned $80,000 to use to further their education.
On Friday, February 10th, the court-rooming royalty for the 2022-2023 school year was announced at the halftime of the boys' basketball game. Freshman royalty was Logan Bryan and Jackson Rivera. Sophomore royalty, Alex Snodgrass and Paige Snodgrass. Student royalty, Landon Lamb and Nevaeh Wilson. Senior queen candidates were Tatiana Blankenship, Kara Jones, Lauren Parker, Brielle Bettinger, and Marta Valentini. Senior king candidates were Brady Darr and Simon Edelson, Jacob File, Daniel Shanoff, and Chase Stumfel. The 2021-2022 King and Queen crowned Chase Stumfel and Tiana Blankenship as the King and Queen for the school year.
As always, if you're looking for more news and information about Fort Osage High School, you can always find additional coverage at fohssignal.net.
There you will find stories about the students and activities at the school, so check it out today.
Well, that's it for today's show. I'm Aaliyah Akers.
I'm Dylan Doherty.
And I'm McKinney Gopin. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us next week for another episode of Tribal Review.